Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's been a long night. Stayed up for the London session and did a little bit of the Asian session. So bear with me this morning. I'm a little bit behind. But what I'd like to do is just take a couple minutes, really, and share with you some tools, or we can call it tools, to maximize profits but you also control or minimize your risk at the same time. If you are trading, usually like the PM session, the Asian, the London, as you know, is it's slow. Not like the New York session, where the New York session is it's a lot of fast pace. Um, you're going to see a lot more volume coming in like you are right now. You see on the right where it says volume, you see all these contracts coming in, and it's a lot quicker. In the evenings, late evenings, and if you're trading different markets, what I like to do is, because sometimes the markets are so slow, is I like to take multiple trades. And a lot of people will focus on one, and in which case typically I will. Um, Gold's always my go-to. Well, I can't say always, but the NQ and gold's always been the most consistent for me. Although, as you look over the last month or so, it hasn't really been consistent. But for a scalper or a swing trader, it definitely is. But let's get to the moral of the video. And what I'd like to do today is just show those viewers how you're able to take multiple trades, like during the slower session. And to do so, it's not that hard. Depending on what platform you're using, I use TopStep X, but I know that Ninja Trader, I know that there are others out there, like Trade they'll all allow you to have split screens. Um, I'm using one monitor right now. I have three monitors, but for today's purpose, I just wanted to use this one, so I can make sure that you're aware of how to set these screens up so you can take multiple trades. So at first, what you're really going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your layouts, and I have this one as best layout. This is the layout that I use on a day-to-day basis. But when you click on the screen, it'll show you, like, you can obviously one screen. You can do two screens, and you can have multiple screens, or you can have it split view. And that's what I have here, is the split view, so that you can see I'm trading gold here and I'm trading the S&P on the bottom. Now, when I have these a quad here as 4, so I can monitor the NASDAQ and the Dow as well. Sometimes copper, silver, copper, it depends, but it changes. So make sure that you're able to select this, and you do have, it'll give you the option to have a trading platform to take your orders here on the top, and at the bottom. I have mine linked, and it's really good for you to be able to do that. It's not hard at all. If you're unfamiliar with top sub platform, they have so many training videos on how to link everything. But make sure that you are linked and it is linked correctly. So I have blue as my indicator for the upper half, blue on my order chart so I can place my orders, and then blue on my DOM. On the lower half, I have it linked. It is in purple so that I can take orders, and I can look at the DOM there as well. Today, I think gold is going to roll over tomorrow, or the June contract. So there's gonna be some turbulence there, but regardless, The reason for this video is to show you how to place multiple trades. So again, if it's a slower day, then you definitely want to start to look at some other options. If you're looking at just the say gold and it's just so slow, you may want to jump into a trade that you've been monitoring or you've been kind of looking at. So to make your first trade, make sure that you're everything's in line. This I can't stress enough because I've messed this up before in the past. Make sure all colors. I'm looking at the right thing. I'm looking correctly. Everything is right. I've made orders or I place an order and I switch back and forth between these two quite often. And sometimes I accidentally buy down here when I really didn't want to or sell. So to make an order, you can do it multiple ways. You can jump into the market. You can do limit, stop market, trailing stop. I'm just going to jump into the market right now, and you'll be able to place your bid. This is a practice account, so you know this isn't something that I have any control over in terms of actual profits being taken from. But I like to look at a 15-minute chart and a 5-minute chart, kind of get a bit better idea. Obviously, the volume of contracts being traded, 3-minute. But I trade on a 100-tick chart, which not too many do. I guess more. I guess if you're going for longs, it wouldn't be the best, but for shorts, it definitely is. So to me, it looks like um, there's patterns being formed, and I was looking at this market earlier. So I'm gonna sell two contracts, and this is gold. It's not minis. I'm sorry, it is minis. It's not micros. So I'm able to. I'm going to hold on 1 second. So I'm actually gonna buy two. I'm gonna buy two, and it's gonna place my order for me, but it'll also allow me to control my take profit and my stop loss. I want to make sure that you always have a stop loss in place. That way, if good old Trump um, jumps on Twitter, already made $193. Jumps on Twitter, something like that. That you, another two, I can see where this is going. That you're not going to lose everything you made for the day. And then, if like you said, if it is a little bit slower, and adjust mine, take profit. Um, let's look at a different market for a little bit. I'm going to jump to the S&P, and right now we're on a 30-minute window. You can see where the market's been trending. It's just been all over the place, but again, it is what it is. Then let's look at 15. No, it looks like right here is we have resistance. Going to 5. Yeah, definitely resistance 2. And then I go into my 100 tick. Now, this I'm gonna on your second order. With every platform is going to be a little bit different, but with Top Step, they allow you to use micros and minis. Micros is the best by far. Allows you a little bit more control. You can make just as much and really leverage your account better. So micro S&P, and the volume indicator shows that it's going to create. Looks like it's the high of the day going up towards the high of the day. So I'm going to just buy two. Jump into the market. I'll buy two real quick. I am on a 100 tick here, so I'm going to change this so you get a kind of different scope, so you can see where I mean, if you go to 4-hour, my take profit is set up all the way up here at 350. I'm going to bring that down much closer to where I think it may hit, and then I'll bring it back to 100 tick. Like that'll kind of definitely help in terms of your visual. And now you've placed a second order. So, as long as everything lines up and you are in line, you make sure everything's, I can't tell you how many times I've bought or sold, and it's the one thing about using a single screen and then trying to use a split screen is making sure that you are trading or you're buying the correct commodity, or you're in the right market. So as of right now, I'm up $326. On my ticks here, I'm gonna hit my $22 mark. I'm pretty sure of it, and I had already hit my profit target here, made my 326. I'm gonna jump back over real quick. Just want to see what the market looks like. The volume of the market is how I, I trade. Not into a lot of technical stuff. I believe that this is going. I'm going to sell too, and I'm going to bring my. I always have a stop loss in place. I believe it's one of the biggest things in the world because, market tariffs, everything jumps so quick. Within seconds, it could go up 100 points. Within seconds, it could go, down 200 points. It's rare, but it does happen. So that's it. That's it for me this morning. I did want to show you how to place two different orders and manage those orders. Hit subscribe, hit like, and I can't wait to trade with you. Yeah, another session coming up tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We're going to jump into a combine. Till then, happy trading.